Welcome to Bill's Bridge class. Declare play in a trump contract, Part 2, Monday, June 3rd, 2013. Today we're going to cover some additional cases in which you need to defer the pulling of trump. Trump management is a critical part of declare play in a trump contract. The following hand is probably too simplistic, but you must lead from the right hand when you're leading trump. You don't want to lead away from tennises. Partner is south, deals and bids a club. The next hand passes and this is your holding. You bid 1 heart. Partner raises to 2 hearts. You bid 3 and partner goes on to 4, closing the auction. So you are the declarer. East leads the ace of diamonds. Dummy comes down with the following. Plan the play. You always start with counting losers. You have 2 diamond losers. You have the ace of clubs and a possible heart loser. Of course, it's obvious that there's no way you can avoid losing the 2 diamonds. They're already leading them, and they're going to probably find your ace of clubs. So the trick is to avoid a heart loser. Here's the situation. The opening lead is the ace of diamonds. The opponents cash 2 diamond tricks. They lead a third, and you rough in dummy. Now you know that the best way to play hearts is to lead toward the tennis, and that means you need to be in the declarer's hand. You need to finesse. You might need to finesse twice, because East might have king third, possibly even king fourth of hearts. You must get back to your hand. So you lead a spade to the queen of spades, then lead the jack of hearts. When the jack holds, you lead the 10. Continue with the third to the queen if East continues to play low. As long as your left-hand opponent has the king of hearts, you'll make the contract. Review the key plays to this hand. The first key is, of course, you recognize that you must finesse hearts. The only way you can avoid going down. You must get to your hand to lead hearts, and the only way to get there is through the spades. You can't afford to, you could try the clubs, but bad thing can happen. You must, once you get to your hand, lead the jack and then the 10. Why? So that you remain on lead to continue leading hearts and finessing if the king doesn't show up. If you didn't have those little cards like the 10 and the 9, you wouldn't be able to do that, but you also wouldn't be able to make the hand unless West had only king doubleton or maybe king tripleton. And you must pull all the trump before you play on spades once you've done your finesse. Otherwise, your opponents will end up roughing good tricks of yours. So you still need to pull trump, but after you've taken care of that. On the following hand, you have use of the trump, particularly the trump in dummy. As dealer, south, you hold the following hand. You open 1 heart. Your partner bids 2 no trump, which is Jordan, if you remember. Shows 4-card heart support and an opening hand. You're going to be in game. You bid 3 diamonds, which shows shortness. That's conventional. And partner bids 4 hearts, ending the auction. He's not interested in slaying. The opening lead is the king of clubs. Dummy comes down with this hand. Plan the play. Let's go through the steps. We start by counting losers. You have 2 slow club losers, and you have as many as 3 spade losers, if you're looking at it from the declarer's standpoint. There's also the possibility of a trump loser if someone has jack 10 fourth on your right-hand side. So the question is, first take the ace of clubs. There's no reason to duck. And now the question is, should you pull trump? Absolutely not. Those trumps serve a very important purpose. We're going to use those trump to rough the spade losers in your hand. This is the hand after the opening lead. The lead is in dummy. You've taken the trick with the ace of clubs. Let's take a look. You need to get busy. Get rid of those spade losers. Lead a spade to the ace and ruff a spade. Now the ace of diamonds and the king of diamonds, and you're going to pitch a spade. So you got rid of 2 spades now. Now you lead a heart to the ace and you ruff a spade. You've gotten rid of all 3 spade losers. Of the 3 spade losers you had, 1 was pitched on the king of diamonds and 2 were trumped in dummy. It's also important to notice that the entry into your hand is critical so that you're able to ruff that spade. In this case, it happened to be a heart, and you had enough hearts so that you could still do 2 spade ruffs in dummy. Let's review this hand in a post-op. Key points of the play. Here's the hand. First of all, you recognize that you had 3 spade losers in your hand, and that's a real problem. You have to handle them. Looking at the hand, you can see that 1 will go on the second diamond, the king of diamonds. So that leaves 2 spades that you need to ruff in dummy. Therefore, you need 2 hearts in dummy to ruff the 2 spades. One of the entries to your hand to lead spades is the ace of spades itself. The other must come in the trump suit itself. And you have enough hearts so you can do that. If there weren't, you'd run out of hearts before you'd be able to ruff those spades. Sometimes in a pinch, you might need to ruff a suit, like a diamond in this case, to get an entry to do another spade ruff, but that's for another class. Today we played 2 hands in a trump contract and learned the value of holding off pulling trump for specific reasons. Tomorrow we're going to continue on the same vein. The question is trump management. See you tomorrow.